Welcome, beautiful souls. Zoe here, growing and singing at EarthSongFarm. I am growing my life song and here to support you as you grow your life songs too. So I do apologize for the lapse in videos for the last 3-4 weeks, something like that. It has been absolutely bonkers crazy busy here in our household, and I just wasn't able to record. What was in the gap, what was in the way was being really busy, working so that my Fridays weren't available. And this is all story, isn't it? I could have just created a live for you, popped in and just created something crazy. I wanted it to be right. I wanted to have the videos that I'd prepared of what was going on with the animals, and it stopped me from creating videos for you. So really, yeah, the way of being, if I go into ways of being, I was not being fully committed to just knocking one out, whatever happens. I was wanting it to be perfect, so not being trusting, to just letting it flow and be messy, and yeah, scheduling, being rigorous. I have recognized that my Fridays, which was originally my set time, which I used to schedule to do the videos, recording and the editing, have been eaten up now with days in schools. So I get to look at rescheduling. Anyway, lots of stuff's been going on. I've gone and bought myself a few little toys. I have this lovely little microphone here with a little fluffy top. I'm trying it out for the first time, see if it works. And I have a new selfie stick, which you are perched on just now, leaning against a beanpole. So I've got some new equipment to do some recording. Quite excited about the things I'm going to be creating coming forward. And then I just thought, well, actually now I get to tell you what's been going on, because there's been so much happening in just a few weeks. So the biggest thing that I could have told you about 3 weeks ago, I think I posted in Facebook, was Mr. Hoodoo. Mr. Hoodoo was really poorly. Our favourite old boy cockerel was really, really poorly. He was discovered off his legs, sort of just sitting huddled up in the cold weather, and we brought him in to sort of see what was going on, put him in the dog crate in the ballet dancer's bedroom because she was away, and we kept an eye on him. And then we realized that his chest was, oops, I try not to dodge this microphone, his chest was really rattly. And so I phoned the vet, and the vet said, oh, well, don't really want you bringing poultry in because of bird flu, but I suppose we can do a car park consult. So we took Mr. Hoodoo for a car park consult. It was a really busy day. We had to wait quite a long time to see the vet. And then we sort of agreed between us that we didn't think it was bird flu. It was more likely a chest infection, and he prescribed some antibiotics. So then we had 5 days of chopping up this tablet to try and get into this cockerel. Anyway, the bird expert, she did a fantastic job. She got the little bits of tablet into the cockerel, and he was very good to start with because he was feeling so ill, he just let her do it. But then, of course, once he started perking up, he was a bit more resistant. Anyway, she did a fantastic job, continued the course of antibiotics, and he is looking sprightly. It's rather lovely to see him. He's still in the bedroom because I am resistant to putting him back outside with the cold weather that we've been having. We've had some frosty nights. I don't think he could cope with that. I think he needs to stay inside still. And because my neighbour is so cross about the noise from the cockerels that if I put out Mr. Hoodoo, then Cosmos and Mr. Hoodoo will start crowing back and forth and do their call and response thing that they do. And I don't want to cause any more ructions there. It's all been a bit stressful. So I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do with him, because ideally I want him to be outside roaming around on a farm Of course, he can't at the minute because of bird flu, but once the weather perks up and hopefully the restrictions lift, I would like him to be able to have some pasture time, because I don't think he's got many more years left. He's an old boy. He's about, probably about 12 years old, something like that. And we'd like him to have some retirement time. So we are looking for other options for Mr. Hoodoo, and that's in progress. So I'm really pleased he's feeling better, and that was that bit of news about the cockerel. Perhaps I'll put some video in with him. Mr. Hoodoo was really cold last night, and when we went to go put them to bed, he was sitting there shivering and looking really like he wasn't able to do much. But this morning, after being inside with a hot water bottle, he's now managing to eat something. He's got a wheezy sound to his chest. I think he might have a chest infection. He's a very old boy. I was quite worried last night when my daughter brought him in, because he looked, really unable to do anything. His eyes were closed and he was very floppy. And this has happened before. He's had, when the weather gets really cold, we've had times when he's looked like he was going to go. And I was like, no, not Mr. Hoodoo. But he's perked up and he's eating this morning. And that's really good to see. He's not had anything to drink yet. Have something to drink, Mr. Hoodoo. He's an old boy. He is. Old boy, Mr. Hoodoo. We love him. There you go. So he's got a hot water bottle just there. And I get to go out now, let everybody else out. And then it's time for Singing Farmer. And Parsley's just here. Parsley's going, hello, what's happening this morning? And I just tidied this room up, and I'd hoovered the floor and got everything up off the floor from when we last had a chicken in. And now we're back with all the bits on the floor again. So never mind. I could do with the barn, really. Anyway, it's good to see Mr. Hoodoo perked up. I was a bit worried about him. And yeah, the other big news of what's been going on, oh my goodness, I've just seen the ducks have escaped again. They are out on the lawn, and they are not supposed to be on the lawn. I am going to go and put them to bed. Just a minute. Right. Well, that was a laugh. I just ended up running around, chasing these ducks around the garden. And then the teenagers arrived, and she's just grabbed them really quickly. She's really good. She just grabs them, scoops them up, and got them back in the polytunnel. So yeah, they still have to stay in. So of course now they just run around the whole garden, which they're not supposed to do because they're meant to be staying biosecure. Anyway, the ducks are back in the pen, and I am going to continue. So the other thing that has been going on is that I recognised that I could not find my passport. I'm planning to go away to Paris, not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, to see my leadership buddy and go visit. It's been a vision since back in January, February. The intention was to save money by booking the tickets early and then going. However, I've just spent a huge amount of money and several days, lost work as well, to go and replace my passport, because in my busyness of moving back and forth from Leicestershire to Derbyshire, I scooped up the important folder with everything in it, popped it in a box, and then promptly lost it. And I spent days searching around the house, weeks searching around the house. In the end, I said, this is not working. I get to find a different way, and decided to cancel the lost passport and then get a new one. So then that became really busy for the next week or so with getting new photos, getting them signed, getting the paperwork done. And then when you get to book a slot to go to the passport office, there was an issue in that I pressed the button, say book your time slot now, and then it said there are no time slots available. And I was like, I've cancelled my passport and I have to get a new one, and there's no slots available. Anyway, power of team. I had teenagers madly pressing the button on and off for about 2 days, we just kept popping back in and pressing this button, seeing if we could book a slot. And thankfully, on, I think it was Tuesday last week, finally there was a slot available. So that was like 48 hours of like, I can't book a slot. Anyway, that was really complicated as well. You press the button to get in to book your slot, and then it said, okay, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. And you had to be really quick grabbing the slot, because around the country, everybody else is pressing their buttons as well, grabbing the slots. It was a bit manic. So my daughter was saying to me, do you want to go to Belfast? I'm going, no, not Belfast. Do you want to go to Liverpool? No, I can't go to Liverpool. So eventually one came up that was suitable. And so we got a Saturday morning at Peterborough, and all was good, sorted out, paid for, booked. And then it was a case of just making sure all the paperwork was in place. And then a very long drive of 2 hours to get there, go to the passport office, do the paperwork, and then 2 hours back. So it was a very tiring day last Saturday, but everything was good. And then while I was planning what I was going to say to you today, guess what came in the post? Yay! So all is good. I have my new passport. I'm good to go. I've signed it, which is what you're supposed to do. I've recorded the number on the piece of paper. I'm going to put it somewhere very, very safe, where I know where it is. And some other advice that someone gave to me was, when you put things into a safe place, now we've got mobile phones, take a photo with your mobile phone of the safe place you put it in. I wish I'd done that, because I think it would have reminded me of where I'd put the passport originally. It was in a safe place. It was in a folder of lots of important documents, which I had lost and I couldn't find. Anyway, it's now found. I have a new passport. All is good. Tickets are printed out and ready. I'm going to make sure I've got everything in place. I get to be rigorous and organised so that we can travel with ease when we actually go. So it's been really crazy and busy, and I've also been, looking at the garden going, oh my goodness, I really want to get out and garden. So the weather's lovely today. I think after recording this video, I will do a bit of gardening, because I feel very behind on my vegetables. I've got my tomatoes potted on now, and the peppers didn't germinate. Might be that they were old seed. I've got some aubergines that came up, but they're looking a bit sad. So I think I just now need to get some more things growing and planting, and schedule the time to be in the garden when it's nice. So that's my plan for going forward. Anyway, I thought I would write a song, because that's what I do. And the song this week, before I go, the song this week is called Life is Happening for You. So this is my message this week, really, is that all this chaos, all this madness, all the things going wrong in my life, it's not the stuff that's happening to me, it's stuff that's happening for me, so that I can grow and learn and improve the being that I am. So that's really what this song is all about. It's about life is happening for you, and the challenges that we face are there so that we can learn and grow and move forward and become more knowledgeable, more learned, more wise. We can be wise as we move forward into our lives. So this is called Life is Happening for You. When things are going wrong, just remember this song. Life is happening for you, I bet you didn't know. Life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow. Challenges come one by one, sometimes several in a row, 'cause life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow. What new way do you get to be to work through your challenges successfully? Shift your patterns, learn new ways as you create some easier days. 'Cause life is happening for you. You've listened, so now you know. Life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow. Right. Oh my goodness, I keep coughing. Sorry about that. Right, I will move forward with my day. I get to go help my little one who's just come out and said, can you help me with packing the car? Because we are going off to Viking camp tomorrow, so busy again. Viking camp tomorrow, and then the following weekend we get to go to Paris. Yay! So it is going to happen. I'm really excited that everything is falling into place. All right, I will do my best to create a video. If I don't have time to plan it and prepare it, I will create something live, because I get to stay focused and committed to creating something for you. It's on my plan. Right. I hope to see you soon. And if you want to come to one of my singing farmer sessions, they will be starting up again. We're having a little break. They will be starting up again. I may do them alternate weeks, because I want to also make use of the local car boot sales, as there are things I want to shift out of the house, and Sunday mornings is car boot day. So I will look at my schedule and plan what's going to work best for Singing Farmer. All right, love to all of you. Whatever you are creating in your lives, go and be joyful in the doing, and keep at it, keep creating what you're creating, and remember, life is happening for you. When things are going wrong, just remember this song. Life is happening for you, I bet you didn't know. Life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow. Challenges come one by one, sometimes several in a row, 'cause life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow. What new way do you get to be to work through your challenges successfully? Shift your patterns, learn new ways as you create some easier days. 'Cause life is happening for you. You've listened, so now you know. Life is happening for you, so you can learn and grow.